You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
"Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?"
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
after Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
"Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music."
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
"Hey, Meta, call Eva."
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, hey, Meta, to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Dude, tomorrow's already the 10th.
Far out. Oh, all right, okay.
Just slipped the rent under my door.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Wow. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 17th day of December 2024. Good Tuesday morning to you. Tuesday tireds, no thank you. We got a Vikings win, 12-2. How about that? Marnie, Boney for the last time for quite some time will be in here this morning. We will talk to Grenard on regular schedule today. Even though they played last night, he's going to get up early and talk to us. So lots to get to. Why would we wait? Let's get through some comedy. Here's Jeff Leeson on some comedy on Christmas. It's Power Trip Morning Show on a Viking Victory Tuesday. Come on in. I am glad you are here.
Let's just get the awkwardness out of the way. We could have done this at one of your houses, to be honest. For 87 people in a 400-seat theater. I've competed with a lot of things over the years. Never, ever a Santa Claus parade. Right out the front door. And what a parade. I mean, you guys go all out. Just anybody with a truck. Just got a new Dodge Ram. That's great. You're fourth from the start. There's so many people out there, man. We were driving in, I was like, oh my God, wow. All these people for comedy? And we got a police escort?
Look at this thing.
The finish line is waiting.
I might need it more than her.
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Good morning show. It is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. And for the first time since 1998, the Vikings are 12-2 or better after 14 games. They were 13-1 in 1998. Still the greatest season in the history of the Vikings, if you ask me. It was the most fun ever.
You are correct.
But this is the best team statistically, basically, since then. First team to go 12-2 in their first 14 for the Purple since 1998. And seven straight wins.
But they didn't beat them badly enough yesterday, so we got to panic.
I mean, they beat that team pretty badly yesterday.
No, it's just Twitter was unusually bad yesterday in terms of negativity, like fighting with people. Oh, they need to start beating up on bad teams. It's like,
They just beat them by 18.
Yeah. It's 3 scores.
And more than that, because that touchdown at the end was a garbage touchdown. They killed that team.
Well, Zach, most people are pissed because T.J. Hawkinson had such a bad game.
That's what it is.
Yeah. He only had like 52 yards. We wanted him to have 50 touchdowns.
I know.
And that's why Twitter was pissed. Sure, we won by 18, but not by enough because T.J. didn't get in the end zone.
Also, wouldn't have hurt Darnold to get a touchdown pass instead of handing it off all the damn time.
He sure did.
He sure did.
Yep.
Yeah. Goes from 5 touchdowns to 1.
You know what was weird about the first half of the game? What was it, 13-0 at halftime?
All the diddling?
Yeah.
It was 13. Well, that was because you were probably near PA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 13-0 at halftime. That Jefferson drop at about the 3-yard line, if he gets in there, if he catches that and gets in there, that game might turn into 50-0.
Yeah.
But in a weird way, like, we dodged a couple of bullets. That game could have been 24 or 27 rip at halftime.
Yes.
Couple other things go the way for the Bears, like those 4th down stops that we can talk to Grenard about in a couple of hours. That game was a lot closer than the score was. The first half. There were basically every football game that's ever been played. There were about 3 or 4 plays. If they go the other way, that game's much closer at halftime than 13-0.
For a minute, I thought for real my 42-3 prediction was going to be just brilliant.
Yeah.
If he catches that, it's on.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is on, yeah.
But that's cool. I mean, and the blocked punt. You know, this sounds really, really weird, but I thought right around the time of the blocked punt, Chicago got pissed, and I thought they were going to lay down, but instead they got more aggressive, and I was really afraid some of our guys were going to get hurt. I was really, really glad we started taking our starters out when we did.
Yeah.
Did anybody else feel that same way?
Yeah, I mean...
Like that they were starting to take cheap shots, and they were getting really, really aggressive. It's like, guys, the game's over.
Well, it's like you and
season's over.
It's like you and I talked about with Muss. Like they had nothing to lose, right? Like that is a awful football team
Outside of them getting hurt, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, right.
if they are pending free agents, or when the new regime comes in, who knows who's here and who's not. So you can't get hurt with a handful of games to go in your own season. But sure, why not try to take somebody else out? The Ryan Wright near injury would have been one of the weirdest injuries of all time because of the way his leg got caught on that defender.
Yeah.
His face.
Right. But in slow motion, it's like, wow, how does your leg not snap in half? It basically got caught on his shoulder or close to his shoulder, right? Like his chest. That was strange. He could have gotten just accordioned, cartoon style, Looney Tune style, and just broken in half.
It is interesting that as long as you make contact with the ball, you can basically do whatever you want to the punter.
Yeah.
Right. And just power bomb them after that.
You can, yeah. You
Right,
can
because
run
the opposite happened for us, right? Was it Sherfield? Who was the one who almost got the punt block? I don't know how he didn't.
He looked at the ref and was like this, like I tipped it.
Right, and he didn't.
No,
but then he ran into the punter, and that 5-yard
And that's another
penalty.
thing. That was another thing that kept them alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. After the guy blocked the punt, did you see him insert a digit into Ryan?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he ran by him.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, you really can't do anything as long as you touch the ball.
It's crazy. They got to work on that rule.
I disagree. It was my favorite part of the game.
I don't think digital touching is a good thing in the league.
Okay,
nowadays.
so who was actually at the stadium? Sauce, you were, right?
I was not.
You were not?
I was here. I was right
so
here.
So just Sauce?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How was our guy?
Which guy?
The guy.
The guy. Come on.
Come on now.
Come on, buddy. You got this.
How was our guy?
Come on, now see it.
El guy.
I just asked you. I said, were you the only one at the stadium? So it had to be something that was at the stadium.
Come on now.
How was our guy?
Oh.
Your favorite rapper.
That was
there's a
hit.
lot of feedback.
Is that enough?
During the singing.
Sound wasn't good?
Yeah. And there wasn't a lot of people into it. Like, it was... He played for about 6 minutes.
That's 2 songs. That's one too many.
What the hell is he doing?
He did play that funky music, White Boy, did he not?
He did not.
Yeah, he did.
You got to.
He opened with that, but he
and then closed with
literally
Ice Ice
played for
Baby?
like 6 minutes.
So just the 2 songs?
He
or
played
was there another
there
one?
was
Halftime's only 13 minutes long, Sweet Pea.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, it was. I mean, when the beat of Ice Ice Baby started, the place kind of went nuts. But then it was like a 4-minute version of it, and you're like, all right.
That should have been the entire halftime show. Forget every other song.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah.
What if he had gotten there and refused to play Ice Ice Baby?
That would have been hilarious.
I only want to do deep cuts.
Like I told you that one time I saw Alien Ant Farm, and they're like, we're not doing any smooth criminal covers tonight. And like, all right, I like your other songs too, but you could slip that in as well.
Correct.
What's the guy's name who has the deep voice? Klein,
Barry White?
Kevin?
No.
Kevin Klein?
Alan Roach.
Alan Roach. That's it. Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein.
What if he had gone, and then Vanilla Ice walked out with a 6-string acoustic guitar?
That'd been super fun.
Played Hallelujah.
Right. Just played Hurt by Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, but what if it was beautiful? What if he was this generation's songbird and we were like, wow, Rob's in his you know artist phase.
What if there was an audible splash from the ladies throughout the stadium?
Wow. Wow.
That was just Kelly's water breaking.
Oh my God! Vanilla!
Did you?
What if her water broke at the stadium and a Packer fan's son is born at a Vikings game and Bears game? A Vikings and Bears game.
That would have been intense.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And of course you stop off for a dome dog while Kel's getting ambulanced away.
What did you think, by the way? Because you were gone for this. I forgot to talk to you about this, Corey. How about he revealed the name last week, Neil deGrasse Lambert?
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That is it.
What did you think?
Is that homage or just a coincidence?
Yeah, I think it's a coincidence. Yeah. I've never heard of the other guy.
Different one.
Yeah.
I had a dream. Thanks, Martin Luther King. I paused because I knew as soon as I said that, I'm like, that's the kid, little black boy. The kid, the name, it came to me in a dream.
Really?
Brody.
Brody would be it.
Damn it! I thought I was smart.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, this is the first segment, which almost always means we have nothing planned, and it was the Vikings.
The Vikings
game last
won,
night,
man.
so we're
12-2, baby.
You just said you had a dream and a name popped in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's happening on the Stern show today? It's always good to tell people to listen to other radio shows, but at this point, who cares? You know what Stern has today? Do you guys see this?
I guess I don't know.
So Oz Perlman, who did not respond to Zacco, I've been told, right?
Not yet.
We can't get Oz Perlman on this show, but the Mentalist from America's Got Talent, but now he's just the best, right? He's the guy that does all those
NFL
football meetings, exactly, and blows people away with mind tricks, right? Oh. Valerie Harper.
Oh, yeah.
And Howard Stern. Remember, she told him one word.
Oh, that's great.
Before she died.
Are they doing this?
And Howard says he's the only one on the planet that knows it, right? Because the two of them shared the word. And it's one of those bits like Houdini used to do this too, right? Basically say, if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, then tell me what word is that. So those two of them, Valerie Harper and Howard Stern, have a word that she told Howard before she died. And Oz Perlman claims he's guessing it today.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's great. A payoff after all these years.
I don't understand how that's possible.
GD, what if he gets it?
That'd be.
He almost certainly will.
He's going to because otherwise he would not put his reputation on the line.
Correct.
There's a trick to it. So somehow he's going to get it right today. And
oh, Lord.
So I cannot wait for that.
Oh, Lord.
Because Stern's going to crap his pants. If it's not a setup and somehow Oz says the word, Stern, I think, is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And go, what just happened?
That'll be sweet.
Can't wait to hear that.
I can't wait.
That is a cool bit. Everybody should do that with people before they die. Just have a password.
Yeah.
And just go, all right, if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, if you can speak to ghosts, what did my so-and-so say to me before they passed? What was our password? Give you $10,000 if you can tell me. And of course, no one
Hey, old lady,
can do it.
I know this is kind of a big moment for you and your family.
You're just going to wander into...
just go into random nursing homes and go, anybody want to give me a keyword?
Anybody passing away soon?
KFAN.com, keyword hockey.
The password is...
I'm honored.
So no, Brody is not the right answer.
No.
That was the chief from Jaws and Jason Lee's character in Mallrats.
Yeah, Brody.
I feel like I've gone through every name.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Lee Lambert.
No.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Sam Darnold.
What about Jake?
No, but it should be.
If the boy had been born last night during that game, you would have had to name it something Vikings or Bears or US Bank Stadium related.
How about Bijan? Ooh.
Valhalla.
Desmond.
Yeah, Valhalla.
That'd be sweet.
Bijan.
Did you say desert?
What about Dijon?
I don't know. Is that right?
Like the mustard?
Kid's going to like mustard.
Yeah. I like mustard.
Sean?
No.
What about Rob Van Winkle Lambert?
Yeah.
No.
Think about it. So you would say his overall performance was
It was just all right.
How about Wink?
That's
as
too
in
bad.
Martindale.
No.
Nobody's been named Wink in a long time.
We got to think Edina. This kid's going to grow up in Edina. What?
Bagel? Something fancy?
I do like.
How about, oh, wait,
let's go back to
singing
Wink.
last week? Asti Spumanti.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to Wink, though, for a second. I like that because it can be kind of like a riddle. It can be like, is this Paul's kid? Wink.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is Wink short for?
I don't know.
No idea.
Winklevoss twins.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
geez, that's really interesting.
That was quick.
What's fancy? You don't like Asti Spumanti?
No.
What the hell's Asti
Louis,
Spumante?
you missed that.
Martini and Rossi. Asti Spumante.
What the hell does that mean?
It is a wine drink, and it was a commercial in the 70s that was real fancy. Lowenbrow.
Lawrence?
No.
What else is fancy? Help me out, guys. I'm not fancy.
Benedict. Brock. Brock.
What kind of wine does your wife drink? Not currently. She's 9 months pregnant.
I don't
She
think.
can't wait to get back
What
to
did
it.
she drink back in the day? Did she drink wine ever?
Is the name going to be Pinot Grigio?
Oh, there we go. That's a good
That's
one.
not bad.
What about something real classy like Yellowtail Lambert?
How about
That'd be great.
Armoire?
Why?
Swordfish
It's
Lambert.
fancy.
What about like golfer names? Would he name him after the golfer?
Ferdinand.
Ooh, how about
Tiger?
How about Porsche?
Porsche.
Yeah, even for a boy.
How about Bugatti Lambert?
Oh,
Yeah, Bugatti.
is that it? Lambo.
Come on.
Lambo Lambert.
Lambo Lambert.
Is it Lambo Lambert?
Like on the
Son of a
Lambert.
bitch, it's a great name.
Come on.
I woke up with a new Bugatti.
Great song.
Dude, we're 10 days away. Again,
about
unless
Culver's?
this thing breaks before.
Culver's.
Culver's is fancy.
Yeah,
10
Culver's
days.
Wales.
Fast
Fancy,
and the Furious Tokyo Drift Lambert.
Oh, Tokyo
No.
Drift.
Hawk loves that movie.
This is the best one.
Wyatt.
No.
Oh.
Chase.
No.
Bodie.
No.
Oh, my God. I
Oh.
would make out with you if you named your kid Bodie.
What if he's named after your best friend? Hot ass.
Caleb.
No. Hot ass.
Emerson.
No.
Freddie.
I got it.
Emo.
What about Precious based on the novel Push by Sapphire Lambert?
Oh,
That's not bad.
he's getting
Is that
close, isn't he?
He's close.
How about Leon?
No.
What about Quentin?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Archibald.
What about a boy named Sue after your mom?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
How about,
Christian.
No.
how about orgasm?
Buddha Lambert.
Jesus sock.
What?
Buddha's not bad.
Jesus sock?
If they named the kid Orgasm, that'd be the first one he technically gave Kel.
This is a good one.
Jesus
Loudon.
sock, man. How much
No.
could you? Oh, Loudon Swain.
I'm just going.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I've got the Edina hockey roster.
There's a
Something
hockey
fancy.
player named Loudon.
There was.
Oh,
Loudon.
man.
Yeah, Loudon
Loudon
Swain.
Hogg.
Leopold.
Whoa.
Wyatt.
Leopold.
We already Wyatt.
Ignatius.
Gunner.
No.
Oh.
Doop, doop, doop.
French fry.
T-Rex
Oh,
Lambert.
Here we go. Emmett.
No.
Tell me things that fancy people eat.
Jackson.
No.
What is that?
Escargot.
Escargot.
There's a lot of Jacksons.
Caviar.
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 Henry. Hank.
No.
Lambert.
Henry Hank?
How about good credit score Lambert? How about your bank loan is approved Lambert?
No.
Yeah.
No. That's close, though.
How about tradition Lambert?
How about estate tax Lambert?
Garrett?
Nepotism Lambert.
Is it Huntington?
No, it is not.
It's Bo, isn't it?
No.
Ulysses.
Is it Bo? Is it Target?
Carter?
No.
Maybe
Bjorn?
we got to get more ethnic.
How about Fudge?
Jose Lambert.
Fudge?
Liam.
Is it Fudge?
It's Liam. It's Liam.
It's not Liam.
Oh.
How about Commander?
Mason?
No.
Francisco
Is it
Lambert.
Commander Biden's dog? The one that bites everybody?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah.
Kobe?
No.
Oh, that would be a sweet.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. There's a guy on the Seahawks who played for the Cincinnati Bearcats in college
with
named
Sauce
Kobe
Gardner.
Bryant. Right. Kobe Bryant's his name. That's...
I think it's spelled with a C.
Yeah, his parents are cowards.
But it doesn't matter. Like you
Should've did it the
can't
regular
name
way.
you can't name your kid Kobe Bryant. That's
Tweet.
insane.
Well, he made it to the NFL, so.
Elon.
No.
Bitch.
Tesla Lambert.
Abraham Lincoln.
No. Abraham was going to be Pete's actual name.
I got one.
Go ahead.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
No,
They were
it
gonna-
was not.
Yes,
Thaddeus.
it was.
Chipotle.
No, no,
What about Bram?
no,
As in Stroker?
no,
Parker?
no.
Stroker Lambert.
Cullen?
No, Parker.
Kenny Rogers.
Parker met Vanilla Ice last night.
No one
What do you mean met Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, he was in the suite
Yeah,
with
they were-
Parker and Swartzen. and all
What?
them.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Swartzen was there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about a guy who should have been on the show yesterday?
What,
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen? Well, by the way, is that why Swartzen didn't get to do the Gallahorn? Is because it was Maurer?
I would guess.
Man,
What the?
come on, Vikings. Joe Maurer is fine. Nick Swartzen's
What if he
freaking
sold it?
Swartzen,
Wait
man.
a minute. We're missing out, guys. He sold the name as part of an endorsement. Is it Window World?
Window Nation.
Seventh Avenue Pizza.
Gutter Helmet Lambert.
No.
Gutter helmet.
No.
What about Preston?
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
Zach.
good. Again, I'm just going through past rosters.
Preston's not bad.
I think of other Todd names.
There's got to be a fancy
Hayden.
Brad.
Oh, Caden.
Venus.
Ooh, yeah.
Johnny Fever.
Brian.
That's a terrible one.
Bugs.
Bums?
How the hell did you hear bums?
It was Bugs.
Oh. I thought he said bums.
You wish.
Oh, what about this? Kelly.
Oh.
Kelly Jr.
Hey, Joe.
Is there a weirder face in the world than the head coach at Ohio State?
No.
Doesn't he look like something out of a
Ryan Day?
Yeah.
Hogwarts? Just me? Okay.
Doesn't it feel like
Hogwarts!
No. They
Grant?
lost him. No.
Ulysses.
I feel like we've named every possible name.
Yeah, what the hell? Is there no name? Are you naming him after Charles Manson?
Yeah, no name Maddox
No
Lambert.
name Maddox.
Oh, here we go. Ramsey.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, good idea. Trojan.
Hennepin.
Xerxes.
Oh, I thought you were just doing Game of Thrones villains. Joffrey.
Candy Yohai.
Rhaenyra.
French Tickler.
Carver.
Vagar.
No.
Chanhassen.
Sea Smoke.
Yellow Medicine.
Escobar Lambert.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show in the home of the 12-2 Minnesota Vikings after this on the Fan.
Man.
Look at Johnny Bones over there. Look at you, Johnny.
Good morning, John Bonus.
Hi, kids.
How are you?
I am great.
Leaving today on a jet plane, correct?
I am out of here at 7 because I got to get to the airport.
Man, have you guys heard his itinerary?
Go on.
I am living life incorrectly. You are my hero.
All right, break it down.
A couple days in Honolulu, 7 days in Melbourne, 7 days in Sydney.
Hold on. Honolulu.
A couple days in Honolulu, seven days in Melbourne, where it was 105 degrees yesterday.
Ooh-wee.
7 days in Sydney. Then,
yeah. That's hot. Good for Sydney.
then 4 days in the Gold Coast.
Where's that at?
That's out by Brisbane. It's where the coral reef is.
So it's Hawaii as well?
The Great Barrier.
No, I'm sorry. So that's Australia.
That's
as well?
also Australia.
Okay,
Yep.
so
The
that's-
Gold Coast is, you're going to love it, Bonus.
I'm so very excited. Everybody says great things. And then we go back to Hawaii and we're spending 4 or 5 nights in Hawaii, something like that, before we fly back.
So a total of 20-something days?
Yeah, 27 days.
Okay, so...
What are you going to do?
So what is it like to be
Would you listen to
filthy rich?
The sticky, icky, icky.
This is the time you spend the money. We got our health, and we got some time, we got some money.
So how many weeks of your life have you spent in Australia visiting your brother? How many times have you been there, and how many
we've
days
been there
total?
3 times. Each time is about 3 weeks. 1 week last time was in New Zealand. So,
Because I was thinking about this when it comes to Las Vegas. Most of us here have been there dozens of times. If my average Vegas trip is about 4-ish days, and I've been there, I don't know, 40 to 50 times, is it fair to say I have lived in Vegas for about a half a year?
How about a blunt?
Yeah, blunt.
Going to take him up on his offer?
That's all right.
But I mean, is that proper phrasing that I lived in Vegas for 6 months?
I would say no.
I would say no as well. But think about that. It's adding up to the point where if I keep on this pace at one point, 20-ish years from now, I'm going to be able to say I've spent a year of my life in Las Vegas.
Yeah. I had no idea.
We've had this conversation on the Gleeman and the Geek podcast where where does Fort Myers rank in terms of places you have lived the longest? You know,
Right.
like is it?
Because how long do you normally stay there?
Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that.
That's closer to living there, right?
Yeah,
That's if you're there for almost a full month.
And if you're there, you know, you do that 10 times.
That's a year.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
That's right. So,
and because you find tax loopholes under every rock you look under, my guess is you somehow claim residency in Florida and you're filthy rich, and that's how you can travel the world.
Absolutely did. And I'm a proud resident of Minnesota. So.
Barely.
So here's the other thing that you're doing that I think is
Good
super
for you,
unique.
Boney.
Is traveling for that long is a stressful thing. You came in and did this stupid show and got us coffee, and then you're going straight to the airport?
Straight to the airport.
It is not that
That's
stressful.
insane. Really?
It is not that stressful to just get on a plane and get the hell away.
Talk about it.
It's more stressful to get ready to get on a plane and get the hell away. End of year stuff. We've got a bunch of businesses. We've got to do distributions, pay a bunch of people, get stuff done for the end of year. So about 6 o'clock yesterday, I was in a almost manic place, just trying to take care of things.
But now you're good.
Now it's like, and then we went to watch the Vikings game with a bunch of friends, did a little tailgating.
Hit a doobie.
So while you're traveling the world like Carmen Sandiego, is Max going to get your dog high for the next 3 to 4 weeks, or what's going to happen?
Dog passed about a year and a half ago, which is why we are traveling so much.
Way to go, Max. Jesus.
But on that subject,
I'm sorry, she wanted another hit. I couldn't turn her down.
That's right.
it
was laced.
Getting another dog in the next hour or so, Max can use it as a bachelor pad.
That's right.
Boom. Oh, it was.
Yeah, once you're an empty nester, a dog is kind of an anchor.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, no doubt.
I'm not kidding. The entire reason we're traveling as much as we're traveling is because the dog passed a year and a half ago, and we want to get another dog.
But you got to get that out of the way.
And we got to get the traveling in now. Like, I mean, listen, you get to this age, right? And you look ahead. You know, right now you've got your health. That's not going to last forever. You've got some money. You've got some time. Both kids are self-sufficient. My parents have both passed. Chrissy's parents are both healthy. And we don't have a dog. Any of those boxes not checked, and we don't get to go do stuff.
Amen, brother.
Right?
That's right, man. You already lost the gold standard.
And we're like, we're taking this window, and we are running with it for up until April, when we're going to get a dog. We're going to get a dog in April. We're going to calm the hell down.
Why would you do that?
And I'm very excited about it. Because that's also, I mean, I also love being in Minneapolis. I love being in the city. I like being part of a lot of communities. I miss it. We talked a little bit about this talk last week.
Why don't you get one of those foofy dogs you can have in a travel case and take it on airplanes, like Paris Hilton?
Yeah, we thought about that. I don't know.
Get one of those baby Bjorns and walk around the airport with your dog hanging out of your chest.
Why not?
Get a big name Bjorn to hang around.
I don't think I'm that guy.
Well, make Chrissy be that guy.
You're doing it right. I don't know. I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off next week, and I feel like I'm leaving everybody high and dry, and that I don't deserve it. So I got to get to where you're at, man. I don't know.
This is why we want to get a dog in April, because I'm kind of feeling the same way. I feel a little disconnected right now.
That is a miracle.
But I'm going to lean into it. Like, we got the time. Let's go, baby.
Good for you, Boney.
All right, let's do front page sports when we come back. The Vikings won last night pretty easily, but we can break it down. They beat the Chicago Bears. They're now 12-2. Let's talk about it after this Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
You love me so. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
The weather outside is frightful. He's right. It's going to be anyway. Back to morning show. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the Vikings won. Woo! They're 12-2. It's unbelievable.
Hell yeah.
It's unbelievable. Didn't even play a great game. But another win. 12-2, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. Here we are. In the catbird seat.
I think I was talking with Creasel before the game yesterday, and we were saying, doesn't this feel like the kind of game the Vikings lose?
Yeah, we addressed that
before that game.
Yeah.
Right. They've got everything sitting there in front of them, and they're like, here we go. We got a bad team, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And they don't come out quite as strong. Instead, they came out and dominated.
That team had nothing. That Bears team
it does help.
Yeah,
the
they
Bears
quit.
are absolutely phoning it in.
Yeah.
And Caleb's streak continues. That is 8 straight losses for the Bears and 8 straight games that he has not thrown an interception. That is just like not comprehensible to be comprehensible to have a guy be that consistent and not turning the ball over and still not finding wins. How do you go 8 games without a pick and go 0-8?
Well, that's similarly,
an anomaly.
He's what, 3rd all time in sacks or something in a season right now, and he's hard to sack.
Yeah. Incredibly hard to get him down.
Yeah. Like he's the kind of guy who you cannot sack.
But he does hold on to the ball forever.
I tell you what, I thought they knocked the piss out of him, though.
Yeah, Grenard got him so good.
Well, is that the one I'm thinking about? No. He just let go of the ball.
Oh, you're talking about Jihad Ward.
Yeah, that one.
Buried him.
Boy, knocked the piss out of him. He was laying down basically on the bench. I'm like, can somebody go check on him?
Yeah.
He can't breathe. But a win. Again, another win, man. And there we are.
Man, the Lions now with Montgomery out, and I mean, they're falling apart.
And 2 more defensive players,
McNeil,
things
Barry
are
Sanders
shaping
is
up.
injured.
Like the offense is still the offense, but if they're going to be giving up 30 plus every game, it's going to be tough. Man. You can't outduel everybody.
Right, correct.
That offense is impressive, though.
It's amazing.
We were just talking about how they boat raced the Bills, and the Bills are a really good boat racing team.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles are the team to beat right now.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, they are.
God, the last thing I'm going to do is go back there ever again.
Yeah, and you might have to.
Did I hear yesterday that if both teams finish 15-2, the Vikings have the tiebreaker?
I believe so.
The way they were saying it last night is that the Vikings hold their own fate, that if they win the last 3, they get the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Well, that'd be great.
It goes like to the 5th tiebreaker, and the 5th tiebreaker is like it's strength of schedule, so things could move a little bit, but it looks like the Vikings would have the number 1 seed.
Right, because obviously if you win out, that means you're beating the Lions the final week, so that would beat break the tiebreaker with them. You'd have a better record than Detroit. But yeah, I guess that we would have the tiebreaker over Philly, but I didn't look into why.
Yeah, they would because of strength of victory.
The 7th tiebreaker's hottest cheerleaders. Did you guys see that? And that's completely random.
We got that locked up.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
See, I hate when they come. It's like it's so subjective.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Why would they put that in the rules?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. I'll help judge.
Pete Rozelle was horny.
No, they're women.
Oh.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores for a limited time, buy 2, get 1 free when it comes to Monster Energy drinks, just like this purple one I have right in front of me, Johnny Bones. See this purple monster here?
I do see that.
That's not a euphemism. That's an actual purple Monster Energy drink. Buy 2, get 1 free.
You got yourself a purple monster.
For a limited time at Holiday. Purple's in the top 3. You guys ever had this one? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's super good.
Yep.
It's even better when you get it from Holiday.
It's even better when the Vikings are 12-2.
They are 12-2 after a 30-12 win over the Chicago Bears. Sam Darnold was fine-ish.
He was fine.
24 of 40 for 231, a touchdown and a pick. I think we all want that pick back. Were you guys a little surprised just in general they didn't kick the field goal?
Yeah. I thought they'd kick the field goal for sure, but I think to what Hockey said earlier, I think they were trying to put 40 on them. And then when things kind of didn't go their way right away, I think they kind of pulled off the gas, but I think they were trying to make a statement and beat the bejesus out of that team.
When you're facing an inferior team like that, you can argue it both ways. You can argue it, just play your game and you're going to be fine. Kick the field goal, get the points. You don't take any stupid chances, right? On the other hand, you can be with a team that's really bad. You can be like, doesn't matter. Like, we can make it, we can miss it, whatever. We're going to beat this team either way, and that's the way it ended up.
Let me hang on a second.
It'd been nice if Hawkinson was actually facing the ball that was thrown to him.
I know.
Yeah.
It was 10-0. And it was 4th and 3 from the 23.
Right.
Hindsight's easy, right? Because he threw a pick. But what do you guys do? 4th and 3, 10-0. 4th and 3 from the 23.
I go for it.
Yeah, I go for it.
Why not?
I don't care either way. I know on the TV broadcast, they said the analytics say field goal is the right call.
Yeah.
But to your point, John, I think you can argue it either way because of where these two teams are going, that the Bears have lost 1 billion games in a row and don't have much to play for, that if you just put the pedal down, if you punch this in one more time, they probably wave the white flag.
Yep. Yeah.
A field goal, maybe they don't feel the white flag as much at 13 zip as opposed to 17 zip.
Which, well, you saw that because eventually it was 13 zip, and it just didn't feel like that made much of a difference. Like a touchdown would have made a way bigger 2-3 score game.
All right, try this. The Vikings have won 7 straight games. How many times in franchise history have they won 7 straight?
3?
Twice.
1.
I'd say 2.
Definitely in 74. Definitely in 98. Yep. I would say at least, I'm going to go 5.
That is the 11th time
Whoa.
in franchise history we've had a 7-game win streak.
Balls.
Well, that
good
looks
for them.
stupid.
And I mentioned it earlier, it's the first time since 1998 that through 14 games they are 12-2 or better. First time since 98.
That's sweet.
But it is the 6th time in team history that they've won 12 of the first 14. The other ones, 69, 70, 73, and 75. Those were 14-game seasons, and they went 12-2 in those 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, 69, 70, 73, and 75. They finished 12-2.
Wow.
Well, ain't that something?
Wow.
But honestly, what are we at? 60-something years now with the Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the 6 best starts in team history.
That's badass.
Pretty badass.
And we thought we were going to be terrible.
You didn't.
Thank you.
Doubled our over-under.
You did not.
Almost.
You did not, Hog Steady.
Thank you, Sauce. Thank you. Thank
If
you.
they are leading at the half in Seattle, we've doubled our over-under.
I wonder if you hooked Kevin O'Connell up to a lie detector, though, and said, did you think 12-2?
No chance.
I don't think even he thought this was possible.
No chance.
No way.
Because all of the stars have aligned, right? It's not
All
just
of
that Darnold was more than a game-managing bridge quarterback. He's been way better than that. Game manager. I don't know his orientation at all. None of my business.
Well, it's not about him. It's the people he manages.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
right?
correct. Yeah.
That's true.
a
You
weird
could
job,
you
too.
could be a straight game manager. That's true.
Technically, Abbott is.
I'd work for him.
True that.
But the defense has been better than we thought because all of the free agents essentially have paid off, specifically Grenard and Van Ginkel and Cashman.
Yeah.
Man, did you guys think Cashman was going to fumble when he did not see that guy when he popped his head up after the... so Grenard gets the strip sack.
Yep.
Cashman picks it up off the bounce, but turns right into the defender, or now the defender, the offensive player. I don't think Cashman saw that guy because his head still hadn't popped up. I thought he was going to get that ball jarred right back out. I don't know how he held on to it because he got absolutely smoked. Smoked.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't ready for it. Not that he should be, right? He was still trying to gather himself. Whew, man. That could have been a quick turnaround the other way. Way to hold on to it.
You talk about all the stars aligning, but there's the one star that hasn't aligned is the fact that we're 12-2, and like we should be, and then almost any other year talking about clinching a division title, and there's a chance we will not even have that conversation for 3 more weeks.
Or a chance they go on the road to Tampa Bay, which is nuts.
With 14 wins.
I just don't want to go to L.A.
Yeah, you don't want to go to L.A. and you don't want to go to Philly. You just don't.
You don't want to go to...
That is true.
Because you could beat... Yeah.
Well, where do we want to go then? Now we're running out of options.
Well, Tampa.
I was hoping Tennessee.
Tampa's not a pushover either, though.
Yeah, but you could beat Tampa.
Wouldn't mind going to Beirut.
Go to Honolulu.
You're going to have to beat good teams to get to the Super Bowl, no matter what.
Definitely don't want to go to Pyongyang.
How about the bullet dodge last night, though? Again, we almost slightly turned into the Lions last night. If Brian O'Neill goes down, he got an X-ray before halftime.
Yeah.
You already lost Darisaw for the year. If you lose Brian O'Neill as well and both of your tackles are gone, I mean, some of the pressure the Bears put on the Vikes last night anyway, with O'Neill, was pretty rough. If you lose both tackles, and Cam Robinson, I think the final count was 43 penalties last night. I know he's had some moments.
Dang, those guys, by the way, keep your damn flag. Jeez.
Yeah.
My goodness, guys.
The first 5 minutes of the third quarter took like an hour.
I know.
Because there were so many stoppages.
Even when they go our way, I'm like, son of a bitch, guys.
Right. And then even the one where they were like on the Justin Jefferson screen where they're like, illegal man dumping. Like, no, if the ball's thrown, it just, half of the time I don't think they get it.
They threw a flag on Creasel for walking funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. They should do that.
They threw a flag on Tommy for his stories.
Oh, my.
Well, I mean,
he got a personal foul.
Targeting. He got ejected.
Aaron Jones, 86 yards rushing and a touchdown. That was his 50th career rushing touchdown and his 70th overall career touchdown. Cam Akers had a touchdown as well. Jefferson, one score, probably could have had two. He went 7 catches, 73 yards. Addison, 7 catches, 63 yards. And again, Zacho's the only loser in this year's Charge Challenge. Could have been more if we would have had a monster game out of TJ Hawkinson, but he just had 5 catches.
I thought we would.
For 52 yards.
Too.
I didn't fact check this, but somebody on Twitter said that if you had ended up with Goff and Laporta like I did, Chris, we would have had everybody but me
100%
lose.
Yeah.
Is that mathematically accurate?
Yeah. Yeah, if I had taken Baker and what's his face, I think I still would have squeaked it out. But yeah,
that's
either way. If that's how big of a game Laporta and Goff had that final week. If Chris had found a way, 3 or 4 of you would have come up short.
Yeah.
So
sorry, guys.
It was that's just how it goes.
I know. Some bitch.
So, Zacho, it is official. The Charge Challenge is over. Creasel was not caught last night by Chris Hockey, who was the ghost. So, the only loser this year, the only one who has to pay a makeup artist to make them look like the tabloid phenom Bat Boy, and then go on Twin Cities Live as yourself, Zachary Halverson from the Power Trip Morning Show in KFAN, and get an interview. You have to straight face it.
Hard for you.
Elizabeth and Ben have to straight face it. Easier for them. And then you have to do an entire segment on Twin Cities Live without explaining why you're dressed as Bat Boy. And then you have to go to the Saints game that very same night and be whatever the Saints need you to be in terms of a, quote, Bat Boy. And then you have to wear that makeup for 24 hours, whether you go to Target or the Maplewood Mall or Goodwill. I don't care where
Olive
you
Garden.
go. Olive Garden.
Cruising Chubbies.
Yep, for Never Ending Pasta Bowl. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Bat Boy makeup stays on for 24 hours. You have to sleep in it. That'll be uncomfortable. And then you get to take it off the following morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. Your thoughts?
Well, 3 things. 1, I just saw Billy Idol in a commercial. He looks pretty good still.
Yes, that is 1. Okay, and point 2?
2, I'll be dead by then. I'll let you know my password.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
And 3, I guess I don't understand why my luck is so gosh darn terrible.
I used to be the same way.
Yeah.
It was a bad run for me, too.
Didn't we learn earlier
and
that
I had to actually do some terrible
You've only been the loser, not been the loser for a week once?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, at that point, it's beyond skill and just, it's like, I couldn't try to lose that much.
Right.
Do you know what
like
was
Hawk for
do you remember 6 or 7 years ago? I had a run for a year or two where it just didn't matter who I picked; it just was the worst. So Zachary, I went to flipping a coin at one point. I was trying to do what you're saying. I went Costanza on it and said, if every choice I'm making is wrong, then the opposite must be right. So I would try to reverse it. That didn't work either.
Yeah. What did you do this year? Because it was the opposite of all that.
I just picked the right names and then broke the record for most points in Charge Challenge history. No big deal.
Every week you just... Like if I had 1 week where I had one of your guys, this would have been completely different.
For sure.
I had a bad run of picking like last or next to last, like 6 weeks in a row or something like that.
Yep, that was the difference this year.
Did I actually beat you, Zach, or were you just, did I beat anybody? You know what I mean?
No, I think you finished dead last.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Way to go, was it almost, was it a tie or close, though? It was close. Let me double check here, because I know you just, Power Trip Bets posted the final tally. The final tally is, Chris, you finished with 177. Zach had 179. Creasel 193.
Zacho, let's think of it this way. If I hadn't been the ghost, I would have gotten last again.
Good point.
Yeah.
And in the old way, the ghost was, it was just whoever was left over.
Yeah,
So
right.
this was completely randomized. Chris was in no way in a disadvantage compared to the rest of us. He did finish last this year,
finished
Zacho.
last. Technically, I got last. You beat me.
Yeah, you beat him.
You beat me.
It didn't matter because he was the ghost this year. If anybody else was
right,
the ghost, more than one person would have lost. You beat him, Zach. You did it.
Nice job, Zach.
Whoop-de-doo. You did it. What really matters is next.
It is incumbent on me to tell you that the Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. It's brought to you by Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed.
Yeah, you're weird unleashed.
Brought to you by...
I got to the word watch a little too early there, folks.
Can you get an erection if you don't have one
KFAN.com/watch.
What?
Can you get an erection if you lose a nut?
My boy's only got one, yeah.
Okay, well then absolutely. Then I absolutely would give him my left nut. I'm sorry, I finished a conversation with Max. Just the left one, though. I like the right one.
Yeah.
You've got a favorite.
Do I get to choose?
I don't know. I think they just flip a coin like Core does.
Okay. Corey, you flip coins over nuts?
Wow. How?
Hi. Yeah, I believe this would finally answer the question, what's the most you've ever lost in a coin toss?
Heads, you get Kerry Russell for however long you want. Mm-hmm. Tails, you lose a nut.
Ooh.
You flip the coin.
You got to flip it, Core.
Yeah, you got to.
I mean, you're still getting, it's just a little weird when you sit down now.
Well, hang on. When you say for however long I want, what if it's 50 years?
However long you want.
Okay, then flip the coin.
Okay.
Sure. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Touche. But I'll tell you this. You know what matters, though? How you lose it. Let's say, I don't know, just randomly, let me think, somebody hits a hockey puck.
Right.
And it makes your nut explode.
Brock, what are you doing?
Oh,
dirty. All favor
Lesnar
does.
did it?
If the answer is they put you under, it's a surgical procedure, you don't feel a thing, then flip the coin all day long. Who cares?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You are going to wake up and, like, you know how you're kind of out of it when you wake up from a surgery? You're going to be like, hey.
What's wrong with my coin purse?
What happened? Well, Tails came up.
Oh.
So we had to take your nuts,
Yeah,
sir.
sorry about that.
The doctors are totally cool with it.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for you to flip the coin.
Hey,
All right, boys.
It's part of the job, guys. Part of the job. Man, have you guys noticed how many earthquakes are happening out near the West Coast lately?
No.
I'm sure I'm not the only person to recognize this. But California's had like 3 in the last week or something like that.
Damn.
Like 5 and something damage in the Pacific island of Vanuatu or something like that. 7.3 magnitude earthquake this morning.
All right, this is going to sound insane, but on Saturday afternoon at about 1:30, I felt a tremor in Plymouth, and I'm not kidding. It was about 1:32.
That's so weird because I did read that there was some concern about something happening, like in Edina, Eden Prairie area.
What happened?
Wait,
I don't know. I don't know. They said it was a major tremor.
Okay, yeah, because my house shook for about 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is weird. It was a random Saturday afternoon in Minnesota, and I
Yeah,
felt very uncomfortable. And I almost tweeted it, like, did anybody else feel that? But I didn't want people to make fun of me. There's no earthquakes in Plymouth, Minnesota.
And if I just happened to be outside and I heard a woman scream.
John, have you seen the video of Sauce falling?
I have. I saw it. It was shown to me by his family member last night.
That sounds right.
David!
No, David's not on social media.
Yeah, I was at the Wild game, and the whole press box was rocking up and down.
Yeah. Terrifying, right?
I just thought
I'm
it was
glad
large.
you're okay, Saucy.
Yeah.
It's time for Wild News presented by our friends at Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. The Wild host the defending champs Florida tomorrow, 8:30. National TV, that's a TNT game, but you can hear it right here on the Fan. Kirill Kaprizov has scored 2 goals in each of the previous 2 games, and those 4 goals have him up to 22 for the year. He is the DraftKings favorite to win MVP this year, which is fantastic. They take on the defending champs, Florida, tomorrow. Then they have Utah here on Friday.
Panthers coming off of a thrilling victory yesterday against in a Stanley Cup final rematch against the Oilers. 6-5 the final there. Bob just played incredible.
Bob here.
Even though he gave up 5 goals, it was
I got Coach.
I got question.
So time for another battle against Bobrovsky and the Florida Panthers. It's
and this is the last time we're going to see him until what? Until June?
Well played.
Yes,
Pop some
exactly.
balls.
Exactly. So yeah, I want to get our licks in now.
Hey.
He's right.
But yeah, Star Wars night tomorrow night at the X. So it'll be a late one, very late. But
is this the Brock Vader bit?
Some people said
that's correct. I don't know. That kind of came out Trumpy, didn't it?
The same thing. I thought the same exact thing.
People are saying.
A lot of people. It was the latest game of all time.
Oh no.
8:30, man.
And my sources say I have a puck drop closer to 9. So
who's your source?
The League of National Hockey.
Oh, it's pretty good. You're not supposed to out him, though.
All right, but what really matters is this. I do scores and stats around the world of sports, and in between, Chris will change your life with something else. The Vikings won last night 30-12 over the Chicago Bears. That is 7 straight victories for the Vikings. That is 8 straight losses for the Bears. Again, they have not won since Jaden Daniels and the Commanders hit that Hail Mary on them 8 weeks ago. That. They have not won since.
Think about that.
Changed their whole season. They were 4-2, and that happened. What really matters, though, is this.
There's a Lego resale shop. Called Bricks and Minifigs.
Oh.
Coming to St. Paul.
Yeah.
Do they need a Home Alone set?
I think we've talked about this. I think there's more than one, right? I think we've looked this up before. Maybe I'm having a moment.
I think you are.
You're right. Legos fans in the Twin Cities will soon have a new spot to buy, sell, and trade pieces of their collection. Bricks and Minifigs will open a new store in St. Paul's Highland Park neighborhood on January 11th. The aftermarket Lego retail franchise announced. A local resident, Blake Lemke, a licensed geologist and lifelong Lego fan, is behind the venture, which will be located at Highland Center Strip Mall. Can you just take, I'm asking for a friend, giant plastic things of random Legos?
Just a bucket of Legos.
What do you call those? What are those?
Tubs, sure.
Yeah, tubs. I've got about 5 tubs of Legos, just random. Abigail actually sorted them into different colors. And I've got so many Legos.
Should bring them in here. We can build stuff when we do the show.
Well, this sounds like my search history, but I always preferred the tubs. I like
you know
just,
what, brother? Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk about it.
I always like just the random buckets of Legos that I could build whatever I wanted, as opposed to actually just going through and following directions and building whatever thing. I don't know. I never got into that. I just liked just give me a tub.
Yeah, give me a tub too.
I like bricks and minifigs.
Whoa.
Minifig stands for mini figurines, by the way. I did not know that till just now.
There's
little guys, little
thanks for looking that up. I was wondering myself.
I didn't know. I really didn't. Yeah.
Neither did I.
There's 4 of them in Minnesota.
Sounds delicious.
Will they take giant tubs of Legos?
We'll see if Saturdays with Sauce will broadcast from there.
Franchise opportunity.
There's one in Apple Valley, one by Ridgedale. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Salt Lake
Rochester.
City, Portland.
Probably one in Shaanxi.
What?
What'd you say?
Pyongyang.
That's the one.
Shang-Chi. Isn't it the guy from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Your
soul is mine.
Your Legos. Is there one in Australia bonus?
I don't think so.
The Lions lost running back David Montgomery for the year. He has a sprained MCL that looks like it's going to require surgery. He's still trying to get additional testing and wants a second opinion, but even his coach, Dan Campbell, says, quote, looks like he's going to require surgery. So Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, a little thunder and lightning. What do they call them? Sonic and Knuckles or something?
Yes. Yep.
They're both very dynamic, but the defense is falling apart. They have about 96 guys on the IR, and now you lose David Montgomery for the year as well. So a healthy Lions squad is probably the best team in the NFL.
No doubt.
Yeah. This is not a healthy Lions squad, which means advantage Minnesota Vikings. The door is open.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can look at anything that Dan Campbell and his coaching staff has done and say, well, maybe you've gone for it too many times on 4th down. You know what I mean? I know it's dumb, but you get my point. Is there some kind of trend that they're doing?
I don't know. It's a good point.
I mean, his whole "we're going to run through a wall" mentality, which has been going on for 6 years, or as many years as he's been around.
Eat your knees.
Yeah.
I can see where you could take a look at that mentality and doing that time after time after time, game after game.
Great point.
Gosh, Cindy Lauper's
great song.
But what really matters is this.
There's a new trend. And I'm old, so I didn't know about it, but perhaps you guys have heard about hot Dr. Pepper for the holidays. But it's not a new thing. People are drinking warm Dr. Pepper. In fact, Dick Clark did ads for hot Dr. Pepper in the 1960s.
Good friends, a roaring fire. The perfect time for hot Dr. Pepper. Delicious and so easy to prepare. Just heat Dr. Pepper in a saucepan till it steams, then pour over a thin slice of lemon. That's a hot idea. Yes, Dr. Pepper is delicious cold or hot. Try hot Dr. Pepper. It's a great winter treat.
Can you? I know, right?
That sounds great.
That was real. That would.
I was more caught on the. Can you imagine in 2024 if somebody did a commercial going, "A good group of friends, a roaring fire."
Right.
And go, get over yourself. What year is this?
Well, it's weird because it's funny you say that because that's not the only thing that is kind of returning. So you got hot Dr. Pepper. That was Dick Clark. Christopher Walken's doing spots for. Well, I'll play it for you.
Have you ever heard of hot Dr.
Wait, wrong one. Where the hell is he? Oh, no. Michael Caine's doing something, too.
Hi, this is Michael Caine.
Oh, hey.
I'm here for you to try hamburger-flavored brownies made from real hamburger and real brown. Try them today, hamburger brownies. This is Michael Caine.
Oh, my God.
Hamburger brownies.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
I'm going to say this with no due respect. Out of every time you've ever done a Michael Caine impression, that is the worst one you've ever done.
Okay. Sounds like you just had dental work.
Isn't it weird? Like you're normally kind of close, right? Where we can laugh.
I couldn't get it this morning.
That was about 3 octaves too low.
Well,
This is.
I mean, if there's any indication that Hawk agrees with you, he did close it out
As well.
to remind you that this is Michael Caine.
Yeah, right.
Like he's
Say his name again. Sure. Who is this again?
Darn it. What happened to my other end? Darn
Just
it.
do it live.
Damn it.
Do it live.
But it was Christopher Walken for Frozen Mayo.
Yeah, how did that go?
How did it sound?
Damn it. I must have recorded over it.
Sauce, you do it. Christopher Walken for Frozen Mayo.
Hey.
Hey.
This is Christopher Walken.
Frozen mayo.
You like mayo.
Hey,
That's more Harry Carey.
It's Crocodile Dundee.
I don't know. I don't
You can do a Walken. Let's go. Do it.
Bitch.
I don't know how to.
Just give it a shot.
Hey, Christopher Walken.
You know, that's not
Frozen
bad.
mayo.
Have you ever heard Christopher Walken talk?
No.
Will Ferrell doing
Yeah, it was Harry Carey.
doing
Yeah.
Christopher
Positive.
Walken.
You gotta sound suspicious. Everything he says is suspicious.
Such as?
Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm a coach.
Hawk, go ahead.
Hey.
That's Harry Carey.
You like a mayo.
I got a mayo, and the only way I like it is frozen.
Oh, Dice plays here.
Hickory dickory dock. Let's get some mayo on.
Oh, Jesus, Zach.
Wow, Zach.
Whoa, okay.
All right, so not the greatest impressions in the world, right? I don't think
I think people thought that Michael Caine was really in.
it's possible.
Could you tell that I did that on the fly? Because I was trying to think of what to call it, and
Hi, this is Michael Caine. I'm here for you to try hamburger-flavored brownies made from real hamburger and real brown. Try them today, hamburger brownies. This is Michael Caine.
It sounds like you're fighting a sneeze.
It sounds like you slowed down the track.
Sounds like Clayface from Batman.
You recorded it at double speed and played it back.
When you paused after hamburger, did you have to readjust the accent?
no, I was like, what is hamburger what? Brownies. I don't know.
All right, here's
Real
my
brown.
impression of Sauce doing an impression of Christopher Walken. Ready?
Hey, what are you guys doing over here? You guys want to get some spaghetti or something?
That's Danny Zuko.
I'm Christopher
Can
Walken.
you say forget about it?
Forget about it.
And see. More of What Really Matters after this. Marty in a little bit. Jonathan Grenard in the 8 o'clock hour. What do we got? 20 more minutes with Johnny Bones before you travel
That's
the world?
right, he's out.
Yep, that's right.
All right, more of the Power Trip after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Join the Power Trips, Zach Halverson. Hey, I know that guy.
Hey, Taco.
At Treasure Island this Friday for a Daughtry pre-party in Parlay. Join him starting at 4 p.m. for your chance to win last-minute tickets and upgrades. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Parlay.
I know you guys just have like a 4-pack of beer sitting out there.
Yeah, man, drink up.
Yeah, why do you want it?
You can take it.
You're on vacation.
I was gonna, if you don't take it, then I'm going to take it. I've been eyeing it.
It looks wolvesy.
Surly's releasing some sort of nice lager.
Surly.
What's it called? Surly.
You can't be serious.
That's a Surly.
All right, 2 more of what really matters. I'll do scores and stats. Chris tells you something else. Again, the Vikings did win last night over the Bears. They're 12-2. We'll talk a lot about that between now and 9 o'clock. The other game last night, not as interesting, not as important because the Raiders are falling apart. Have been for most of the season. The Falcons beat the Raiders 15-9. That's fun. Falcons up to 7-7. Raiders 2-12.
But Kirk Cousins finally threw a touchdown pass.
He did. 11 of 17 for 112 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and both him and his coach, Raheem Morris, said Kirk needs to play much, much better.
151 pass attempts since his last touchdown pass. Yikes.
Yeah.
No thanks to Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Well, that's me falling.
Sure is.
The awe is great.
You know, there's kids in that neighborhood. You shouldn't be swearing so loud.
Who's playing the snare drum?
I don't know.
That sounds like a Looney Tunes, like Tom and Jerry type
Who
scream.
loaded that in? Did you, Zeko?
No.
You did, Derek? Nice job. There's nothing added to that. That sounds like a snare drum.
It really, like, remember when
the guy hit the door?
When Tom would get hit and he'd go like, no! The Tom and Jerry, and he had that crazy scream.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Okay.
Who's going to fix the crack in the concrete?
Thanks, guys.
Hot-ass Randy.
Hot-ass Randy?
Yeah.
He feels a crack?
Yeah.
Hey, what
I think he's at your house, though, until 9.
Holy crap.
When is he going over to your house?
He's there. He goes over there when I'm there.
When you're there?
Yeah.
So just so I have this down right, you watch him work?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you don't mind watching?
No.
Interesting. Wouldn't have guessed that out of you.
No.
But what really matters is this.
Do you guys hear like the voice of the earth there at the very end of that?
You're heavy.
Oh, Mama Earth.
Yeah. Oh. The earth is mean to me.
Your head wasn't very kind to her. Snow showers north today, mild in the south, but snow showers Tuesday could bring 1 to 2 inches for the Twin Cities. So we will get some snow in the Twin Cities today. Significant system coming in Thursday, 2 to 6 inches of snow.
How about that?
That's
There you
a
go.
good amount.
Yeah, man. Bring it.
Bring it. I won't be here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, must be
in
rough.
Honolulu.
Yeah, will it be summer where you're going?
Yeah.
Weird. What? That's weird, man. I had that one year when I lived in California and I was a young man, and it being warm at Christmas time is just weird.
I also need to take note. I've been meaning to take note of which way the water in the toilet bowl spins here.
Yes.
Versus there.
Well, we're clockwise.
Is
here.
it clockwise here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
I think so,
No
yeah.
kidding, huh?
It's so weird because you're going to be like, we're going to be like here, and then you're going to be like under us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our toilets is going to be
So
coming.
you're going to be, so your dream's coming true.
You're going to be face down, ass up while we're walking around the pier.
Yeah.
A pier?
I think I'm just a big northern hemisphere guy.
You really are. You've always said that.
Always.
You are a big northern hemisphere guy. Yeah.
That's so weird. I would have bet a lot of money you're a bottom hemisphere guy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You're a hemispherist.
Very intolerant over there.
You really are,
Hemispheres.
man.
I've always suspected it.
The Timberwolves host Cat in the Knicks on Thursday at 8:30. That's a nationally televised game as well. The Wolves are 14-11 after beating San Antonio this weekend.
It's going to be emotional.
You going to go, Maxwell?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go. It's good. I mean, it's going to be awesome to see Cat come back. I mean, I'm sure there's no ill will towards him or anybody on the team.
There shouldn't be.
No, everybody misses him, and I will be mad at the crowd if we boo him.
They won't. They can't.
I would.
They booed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but...
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kirk... I mean, I don't agree with the booing, but also he at least made the decision. Like, Cat didn't. Cat...
Right.
That's a good
Cat
point.
got a knock on
He
the
didn't
door.
ask
You
his
just
way
put me in a
out of it or
box.
anything.
That's a good point.
You
Seth.
boxed me, bro.
But I don't know. That didn't stop. Wolves fans booed Andrew Wiggins, and he just got traded as well. And he didn't really deserve that necessarily.
The thing is, the sound of a boo, you can have 8 people cheering, and if 2 people are booing,
That's
you
a
hear
good
the
point.
boo.
See,
Right.
bonus,
And those people are booing
There's
louder than everyone.
Yeah.
There's something about a boo that makes it easier to hear.
Hey, boo.
Paul, your hands up.
Can I do the sports one for Hawk? It's all for Hawk.
Sure.
There is no NBA basketball tomorrow.
Boing.
Because the final is tonight of the Emirates Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Thunder and
Milwaukee.
Lightning and the Thunder.
Thunder and, sorry.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Milwaukee and Oklahoma.
I'm sorry, that's tonight? On a
Right.
Tuesday night? They're
Who
having
knows?
the final?
Right.
I don't know what's
Like the
happening.
one day they can avoid football, I
People
guess.
can't be watching that, right?
But last year it was on a Saturday, right? Like it was in
Yeah.
Vegas. We were
Yeah, it was a Saturday before.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, we were there, yeah.
I don't understand.
Hawk went.
They were. Felt like there was some buzz when the Cup started, but now that the
No, I don't think
finals are
anybody
here, and
cares.
now nobody cares. Yeah.
What really matters is this.
You want to see something weird and fascinating? And for some reason, I've watched like 9 times now. There's video.
sauce falling.
No, I
No, that was
listen-
900 times.
I could listen to that. all
Greatest
day
video
long.
ever. It's better than Citizen Kane.
Toyota.
It is.
I don't know. I guess they thought their cars were just fine, so they built a robot and they taught it to shoot basketballs. And I'm watching a full court shot just drain the hoop, and a robot, and it's not like Johnny Five robot. It's a robot with arms and legs, and he makes that shot. I can't stop watching it.
Can we get him for the veterans minimum? Can we add him to the Wolves?
Well, thanks for the service. I didn't realize. But, I mean,
As a 3-and-D guy.
it's a perfect shot.
Yeah.
No rim, no nothing.
Man, Zach's out then.
Makes sense, right? It's the same thing as like a drone strike,
Look at that.
right? It calculates the exact
It's a full court shot.
amount it would take to project it the exact distance, right angle.
Wow.
Robo
Isn't that
sports
cool?
are going to
Yeah.
be fun.
That robot's hooping.
Yeah, man. He can dribble with his left hand.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
They've already surpassed us.
I know.
Jalen Brown, eat your heart out.
Look at that.
Man.
Look at that shot.
You think there'll be like co-ed with like
Relax.
human and robots on the same court?
I know what you're asking, and yes, they will have dongs.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Why, you want to go shirts and skins with robots?
Words out of my mouth.
How do you have such a definitive answer as well?
I gotta get the words out of your mouth now because
Yeah. How did you know
it'll be
that
hard to
so
get things out of your
quickly?
mouth in a minute.
Zach, do you want robot playing or basketball playing robots to be anatomically correct? Yes or no?
I mean,
Would it make the game more interesting to
to
you?
be completely honest with you, I haven't put a lot of thought into it.
I'm asking you to do
I think
that
you should-
right now.
Somebody over there who has apparently put some thought into it. Maybe
Well, I've done some research because I know that right now robots and liquids don't go together well. I don't want to ruin
I'm
mine
just
since
trying
I
to figure out
spend
if-
money on it.
I could be attracted to a robot.
Give it a shot and get back to us.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, make
Do
out
some
with the
research.
robots, Zach.
I wonder if there's any hot robots. out
Come on,
there.
man.
That Honda one years ago, that was a pretty good looking one.
Corey, go ahead.
Rosie, the maid from the Jetsons, Wood Hawk.
Paul, your hands up.
We've asked and he said yes.
I know he did.
Yeah.
He likes a gal that's tidy.
Yeah.
What is she again?
Tidy, T-I-D-Y. Is it my turn?
100% would watch robots have sex. Right, Hugs?
How do we feel
Yeah,
about
right.
this? Conor McGregor says he agrees to fight Logan Paul in India. Do we care?
Stop. Just stop it.
Conor McGregor and Logan Paul.
Stop.
Like boxing or mixed martial arts?
They're going to box, I think.
Well, that ain't right.
Yeah.
This is all
boxing
from-
exhibition in India.
This is all for money.
Yeah,
Of course.
He's super duper bro. Conor McGregor, first of all, I
Everything's for
mean,
money.
they're holding in India because he's probably not allowed anywhere after that most recent court case. He's a clown. Logan Paul's a clown. Just stop it. Burn the whole
It is
thing
an
down.
absolute mess.
You're damn right, lady.
Yeah, that lady gets it.
She gets it.
And that's from a guy who has a podcast that focuses on boxing and MMA, right?
I love boxing, but this year, this calendar year, yeah,
I did.
I did too. Until I found out who he was as a person, I just can't really root for him anymore.
Well, that's the thing. I wonder if the brain problems made him who he is. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't believe it's the same person. That
It's horrific reading the details about that most recent case. But yeah, the whole thing sucks. It's been a terrible year for boxing and MMA.
I did read that the Cleveland Browns offered him a contract, though.
Yeah, $250 million guaranteed.
Well played.
Hey, Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
Please be careful.
Yeah, we love you.
We need you.
Be careful.
We need you, and we love you.
Well, that's very kind.
Will
of
you be doing your podcast when you're over there?
Yes, we will.
Yes.
We will be recording at least one podcast right after the new year. And if there's any news breaks, you will check it out on Gleeman and the Geek.
They got whorehouses over there?
Hawk, your mic is on.
It's a legitimate question.
Good question. I would guess
Thank you.
yes.
All right. I know
Why do you think he's going?
I mean, I would think every city that you could mention would have that.
Are you required to do an Australian accent on the podcast, the Gleeman and the Geek
I am
podcast?
absolutely not.
Are you going to try, though?
No.
Why? Zach's going to try having sex with a basketball-playing robot. Why can't you at least give an Australian accent a shot?
Potentially, I will. We'll see.
That'd be great.
Tommy just texted and said beep, beep, boop, bop.
Brilliant.
Well played. Love you, Boney.
Love you guys.
Dude, have the best time. That's so cool.
Thank you.
Marty should be here shortly. More of the Power 2 Morning Show reacting to the Vikings' 30-12 win over the Chicago Bears last night. This is the Power 2 Morning Show on the Fan.
Street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red. The Fan.